Oh my god, we
clickbait.
didn't eat MACA. It was the Molly!
Group hug.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Smash or pass Shannon Beveridge?
Smash.
Really?
Yeah.
Same. I regret my old decision.
That's okay, you can change, people grow.
Because Shannon and I started as friends.
I mean, you started
We
as friends.
we started-
What the fuck?
Just hear me
friends.
out and stop panicking like a woman. We've been very busy. We've been back and forth to New York, living the life, you know. We were there like 2 days. Anyway, so we saw Shannon and, you know, we started off just friends years ago.
Where is this going?
It's going to a place that's called the Finish Line.
Get there.
I've just seen a different side of Shannon ever since not ever since I don't know, I just feel like now I could fuck her. Is that insulting?
Yes.
Is that insulting to Shannon because that's all I care about?
No, I think she'd be happy with that. I think that's a win-win result for her.
Oh, thank you.
I have a lot of questions. Like, I've been thinking about a few things. You know, sometimes you can get overwhelmed.
Yes.
Sometimes you're underwhelmed.
Yes.
When are you just whelmed? And when is my well, you know? And I just want to get there.
So we met MACA.
Disclaimer, some people on the vlog were like, I haven't watched it, check it out. So I went to New York, saw Shannon.
Yeah, we've got a vlogging channel.
Yeah, just so you know. And don't just subscribe, make sure you ring that bell button else you'll never get notified. Then how would you know when we upload?
You're annoying.
If you think I'm pretty, ring the bell button. If you want to see my boobies and talk more about them, ring the bell button. And if you have any other ideas of how I can get you to ring the bell button, just ring that bell button and let me know. Anyway, I couldn't vlog MACA, even though we met her in New York and I did a New York vlog, because we were in this club, which, by the way, a fan called Michelle paid for our entrance, so shout out to Michelle for being a legend. Michelle was also a hottie. We were in the queue for this club.
Was hot.
She was really fit.
She was
like,
really fit.
Gorgeous girl, turned around. Hi, like I'm a big fan. And we took a photo, and she looked great in the photo, and we didn't.
Oh, I looked
We looked like two
awful.
potatoes next to Michelle. And then it must be a real long time since we've been to the club, because we went inside and they were like, yeah, that'll be like $10 each. And first of all, I was like, $10? Why?
Do you know what I could get at the co-op for £10?
Not a lot, because the co-op's extortionate also.
Exactly.
And second of all, I was like, I expected to just walk into this residence for free. And Michelle was like, don't worry girls, I've got this, I'll pay your entry. And I was like, Michelle, I actually happen to have $11, so I'll give you the $11 at least, so I'll pay for one and a percentage of us. And she was like, no, I got this. I was like, Michelle, I'll shout you out in a video. So shout out to Michelle.
So thank you, Michelle Obama. I really appreciate you getting us into that club. It was so good.
So then we got into the club, right? Shannon was like, I'm on the roof, and it was so crowded. I was like, I can't walk anywhere without my butt in transparent trousers rubbing on other people, which...
Oh, to act like you didn't fucking love it.
No, I loved it. I just didn't know if they did. Like, there was one point, right, where I was talking to Shannon, and a girl was sat behind me, and her head and nose were literally right by my butt in transparent trousers, and I was like, does it smell? Like, are you enjoying it? Do you like being close? Is it touching you? Like, Rosie, my asshole was like by her face, which like normally that's only you. So I was like feeling a bit sensitive about it. We go upstairs to the rooftop, and this girl's like, do you want some Molly? Let's go.
I've never been offered drugs in my life, right?
Oh, I've been offered drugs.
I'm sure you have. But I didn't know how to answer.
Just say yes or no.
But it came out like this. No. I turned down the drugs. I see this vision of Beveridge, and there she comes through the crowds. It's like the crowds part for Shannon. They don't for us. I'm like, sorry, excuse me. Shannon comes through, and we're like, hi, Shannon. Where's Fletcher? And then we see everyone. It was great. And then MACA.
Yeah, she was like, oh, have you met MACA? And MACA is, in person, the sweetest person you have ever met. Like, I'm not just saying that. She talks so gently. Like, this is kind of how she was holding herself. She's just very delicate and perfect skin. And
she did have perfect skin.
She's so light. Hi, it's so lovely to meet you.
Oh, so like she kissed you, was you thinking? What? She didn't kiss me.
Oh, I can't make. Am I making it up? I thought she kissed me.
Oh my god,
I can't remember.
Did we even meet her?
Oh my god, we didn't meet MACA.
It
was the Molly. It was like not awkward, but basically I knew
what are you gonna say?
I've seen all this stuff online about how they've got Juliantina have both a TV show spin-off and a movie spin-off, right? But I haven't looked into it because one, everything I saw written down was Spanish and I hadn't translated it, and two, I was trying to avoid it so we could do a reaction. So I was like, congrats on the spin-off! And then she started telling me all about how it came to be, and so we had a big conversation about that and like why Juliantina's so good and what works about it, and she was like, you know, I just want, you know, to get it right for the audience. She was basically saying how much she respected the audience, which I get it. Like,
I don't respect our audience, but I can understand how some people would. You know what I mean?
Someone took a photo and I was at the end, right? And I'm just gonna...
Babe, angles are everything, okay? It's not your fault you look like that. It's really not the worst. I don't know what's wrong with you.
Well, my arm looks like a weird... Everything looks wrong. Anyway, so I was very unhappy with the picture, but... We met MACA and she was lovely. Anyway, a neighbour of ours came round and I asked her if, in an apocalyptic situation, could her breast milk self-sustain her?
She's not even pregnant.
I was like, I'm so confused.
She's not even pregnant.
She
hasn't even recently had a child. I don't know how we went from thank you for looking after our cat to hey, if you had breast milk now in a post-apocalyptic environment, could you drink it to sustain yourself? Why do you ask people these questions?
This is what I want to know, right?
But we don't know about well. Why did you ask that?
I know that when you produce breast milk, it's supposedly, unless you're not eating enough calories and stuff, it cannot dry up until you stop expressing it, right? So if you keep expressing it or pumping it or having a baby drink it, then it keeps going, right? Which is why you get some weird people who feed their children when they're quite old, right? Because they just keep pumping out the milk, right? So I was like, if you're in an apocalyptic situation and you had breast milk, would it sustain you if you drank your own breast milk, or are you burning too many calories to produce the milk?
You should have asked Bear Grylls. He probably suckles on his own breast milk.
He drinks his own piss,
right?
Of course
he's had his own
Shall
breast milk.
I tweet him?
Yes.
But this is what I want to know: are you feeding yourself, or is that literally cannibalism?
I don't think it's fair on the world when you think.
I need to know.
Can someone
You don't know the
answer?
answer.
Of course I don't know the answer.
Okay, so we have a friend who around Christmas just gone discovered she had a brain tumour.
Yes.
And then within 2 months later had it completely removed. She had a brain surgery where she was awake, and they do that so they check that everything's going fine with the brain surgery.
Right.
So we kind of messed up her brain surgery a little bit.
We weren't performing it.
No.
By her side, she had someone to talk to constantly throughout the whole procedure, so that she was very kind of lucid. Is lucid the right word?
I know.
Why am I
calm.
asking you? She had to write a list of people to talk about during her brain surgery.
You gave me that look, and it's like when a mum looks across the room and goes, and you're like, shit.
Don't act like you don't call me mummy. Anyway, we just happened to be on the list of people, I'm really honoured by this, that she wanted to talk about during her fucking brain surgery.
I know, but she did tell us we were at the bottom of the list. But it was a long surgery.
Why did you have to put that in the video? Why couldn't we be at the top of the list? It's YouTube. You can exaggerate and or lie.
Yeah, I know, but I don't do that. That's why they love us. Because we're real. We're keeping it real. She gave a list saying her friends, her family, things she might like, talk about her interests, her hobbies, her passions, so they could chat to her about it. And then they had a warning kind of code word.
Yes.
What was the code word?
It was error.
So it wasn't much of a code word, but if Laura started going downhill or showing signs that the surgery wasn't going too well, the person speaking to her would say error, error, and let the brain surgeons know, so they could be like, okay, let's see if something's happening in the brain here. She was going down the list, this lady talked to my friend, and she said, oh, so Rose and Rosie, who are they then? What do they do? And Laura said, oh, they're my friends and they're vloggers. The lady said, what are they? And she went, oh, they're vloggers. And the lady went, sorry, say that again. She went, vloggers. And the woman went, error, 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 error. And Laura was like, no, it's fine, they're just vloggers. She was like, error, error.
So basically what we're telling you is that our profession is never recognised.
Yeah, I don't know whether she just didn't know of the word vloggers, so thought that she was malfunctioning.
She's like, error, error, it's not a real job, error, error.
Error, how do they make money on the internet? Error. You do way too many spawns, error.
Oh my god, funniest story I've literally ever heard in my life. And she was like, yeah guys, so basically they thought that vlogging was an error, and I was like, well, they're probably right.
It's crazy though, because I didn't hear that story for ages. So she's had the brain surgery, she recovered, and then we went for a lunch, which turned out to be lunch then dinner, and then it just randomly came up. She was like, oh yeah, by the way, it caused a scene.
It caused a scene. It's actually quite humbling, isn't it?
Yeah,
that we even came up in conversation.
Error.
Error.
I see myself in the mirror. I'm like, who is she? Error. Oh my god. Interrupt brain surgery.
Error.
Error.
So that was that story.
So basically, guys, what I can't decide is whether or not to join an improv class that's nearby.
Can I just ask, for me, it's the ultimate Michael Scott recreational activity.
Exactly.
And I don't know how you have the balls to go and join.
Well, I haven't joined yet.
An improv class for improv.
Right, so basically it's comedy improv or acting improv, right? And you just go and improv. And then I was like, or do I join a local coven?
What does that mean?
Oh my god, it's like a witches circle.
We
Gonna
met
have
a
it
witch
covered.
in New York, didn't we?
We did.
She was so cool.
She was sexy, and then she said she wanted to have a threesome with us.
They all say
And
that.
I didn't say what I normally say, which is, but who would you rather sleep with?
Because you already know the
I could
answer.
text her. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just going to get the molly off my shoulder. So Rosie and I just released our merch, 2019 merch collection. I hope you guys like it.
Which I think is so cool. It's
So cool.
This is a medium.
Do you like it, guys? This is our most popular t-shirt at the moment.
And can I say, it's really comfy. It's all ethically made. They're all unisex, and they come up slightly loose. So
Yeah.
if you're a small, you're definitely small. If you're a large, you're definitely a large. Like, you don't have to go up or down a side.
But we had so much fun designing this with our really cool team, and I think it's really, like, you know when you're trying to be cool but you're secretly nerdy like me? Everyone was like, when are you guys going to release Let's Play Games merch? And the answer is now.
Now.
Right now.
Check it out.
What do you think? Cool
I think
or
they look
cool?
great.
So if you guys want to check out our new merch range, click on the link in the description box below. If you don't want to look at it, then fuck you, fine, I don't care.
The other night we were in bed and I farted, and Rose said, "Did you know my bags are packed?" That's what she said. If
Okay.
I had breast milk, no, just listen, listen, and you had breast milk, and we were in a post-apocalyptic situation, I drank your breast milk and you drank mine, would that then self-sustain?
Yes. Is that what you want to hear?
Yeah.
Yes. What am I going to do with you?
Oh, let's roll out of here.
Oh my god, the other day I was walking through New York and something went wrong. I can't remember what it was. What was it?
No, but I went, uh-oh, spaghetti-o!
I died. I was like, well, that's the fucking cutest thing I've ever seen
I
in my
love having
life.
things that melt Rose.
I hate it. Hate it because it works.
Oh, spaghetti-o. Sometimes I just go, sausage wall!
And then she rolls over the carpet,
Yeah.
like out of a
I
situation.
roll away.
She's like, sausage wall! When I ask her to like, oh, could you maybe clean this or help me with this? You just sausage roll
Oh
right
my
out
god,
of there.
how dare you. I just spent ages watering the garden.
So thirsty. Alright guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, hit that notification button. We will see you very soon. If you want to check out our merch, go ahead. You know where the link is. We've got a Let's Confess coming up. I'm excited for that actually.
And I really want to do a video where Rose controls me sexually and emotionally and
Okay.
physically. Comment below if you would like to see that video.
And we will see you very, very soon. Bye!
Bye!